عونك به يا مهين وبه نستعين ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. اللهم علمنا ما ينفعنا وانفعنا بما علمتنا وزدنا علما والحقنا بعبادك الصالحين. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Now welcome to our online class, Ad-Dawwamuun Islamic Foundation. We hereby present to you this Arabic lesson, Arabic literacy course. Now in this course, inshallah, I'm going to be taking you through the journey of how to recite the Quran from scratch to advance, inshallah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So just as every language, whenever we start, we always start from the basics, right? We always start from the basics, and we all know that in every language you have to first learn the alphabet of those languages and start from the alphabet, right? So that's the start, the alphabet, the Arabic alphabet. And I also want everybody to know that Arabic as it is like this, right? Arabic as it is like this, the hardest part you can get to learn is the Arabic alphabet. When you can identify them and you know them very, very well, then the rest is just so easy. You're just going to be building on the knowledge you already have before, inshallah. Now, so inshallah, everything I'm going to be taking you through this course, I want you to rewatch them, practice them in your free time, because you're going to need to really memorize these letters, because you understand what I'm trying to say. Memorize these letters and try to like understand the distinguishing factor between them. Now, inshallah, let's not waste too much time. Let's dive into the course proper. Now, so naturally, when you go to other courses, when people are talking about the Arabic alphabet and everything, the first thing they just start is they just bump into the alphabet. No introduction for the alphabet. They just bump into them and they go like that. People just bump into the Arabic alphabet. They don't try to like do anything like introduction. They just enter the alphabet and they just start explaining, and I think that was not proper enough. We have to take these things with kind of like detailed focus to the kind of audience we are talking to. So now, inshallah, I want you all to look at the screen. So this is like an introduction to the Arabic alphabet. So it says that the Arabic alphabet are 28 in number. We have 28 Arabic alphabets. So they can also be called the Arabic consonant. Arabic language is written from what? From right to left. English is written from left to right. Now I want you to check your two hands. So Arabic is written kind of like in an opposite direction, from the right to the left, in a cursive style. Now what do we mean by cursive style? It means that what? The letters are joined together in a flowing manner. The letters are joined together in a flowing manner. So just imagine it as A to Z, whereby I want to write book, then write B, I join it with O, join it with another O, and join it with the K. Right? That's what we mean by cursive style. So the Arabic alphabet, they are written in a cursive style, in such a manner that what? One letter is being joined to another one is being joined to another one, and so on and so forth. So for a word, the letters are joined together to make a word. Is that okay? Now, but there's something we call stingy letters, right? You know, we said these letters they join together, but there are some letters that they are stingy. They don't get to join, but they can be joined to, right? So stingy letters there are 6 in number. We have 6 of them. So in our own terms, they can collect, but they cannot give, right? So that you can quickly understand when they say someone is stingy, it's kind of a person that can collect, but someone that cannot give, isn't it? Makes sense, isn't it? Now, so now these stingy letters, they can what? They can be joined to, but they cannot join to another letter, and they are what? Alif, Dal, Zal, Ra, Zain, and Wa. Those are these letters you see here. These letters, Alif, Dal, Zal, Ra, Zain, and Wa. I know you're going to be thinking that I don't really know anything about these letters. You don't even know what the letters are, and how can I kind of comprehend what this is? Inshallah, after you finish watching the course, when you are watching it for the second time, you are going to kind of grasp it better than the first time, inshallah. So now look at the examples below, and these examples we are going to use it to show you how these Arabic letters are being used in a flowing manner, right? So now if you look at down, you are going to see the alif. If you look at the first word by the right, you're going to see the alif, ya, mim with elongation, and nun. So now these stingy letters, let me take it again. Now these stingy letters, I want you to look at it. So there are 6 in number, and in our own terms they can be joined to, but they cannot join, right? They are alif, dal, dhal, ra, zain and wa. Now I want you to look at down. After that we have these words, right? You don't even know the Arabic alphabet and we are showing you words. Don't worry, when you are watching for the second time you tend to grasp it better. Now look at the alif that starts the word, and because it is a stingy letter, it doesn't get to join to the next letter. But look at the next letter, you don't know what it is, so don't let's call him. It joins to the next one, then it comes back to the alif. There is a stingy letter, it doesn't join to the last one. Look at the next one, we have a letter that joins to the next one, right? But that next one that is being joined to is a stingy letter, so it is being joined to, but it doesn't join to the other one. Is that okay? Same for the next one, same for the next one, same for the next one. I want you to look at it. So you can see those letters that they don't join to the other letters. So that's an example of what stingy letters are. They can be joined to, but they don't join to other letters. Is that okay? Now, so we're going to go to the next slide. Bismillah. Now these are now the Arabic letters proper. So I want you to look at them. So I'm going to read them carefully, one after the other, and I try to now explain their distinguishing features before we move to the next slide, inshallah. So these are the Arabic alphabets. Let's start. The first one, alif, ba, ta, tha, jim, ha, kho, dal, dhal, ra, za or zain, sin, shin, sod, dod, ta, za, ain, ghain, fa, qaf, kaf, lam, mim, noon, waw, ha, ya. Now these letters I've just read, I think you can kind of switch it back a little bit in such a manner that you tend to listen to it, you repeat after me till you're able to pronounce them very well. Now we're going to start from alif again, and I'm going to start taking their features, their distinguishing features, inshallah. So the first one is alif. Now so the alif in itself, the alif is just like the a sound. Alif, alif, right? It sounds alif, right? That's just it. So the next one is ba. When you're saying ba, more like ba, and that's the letter. So now when you look at the letters that follow themselves, they kind of belong to like the same family because they are kind of similar. We have the ba, the ta, and the tha. Now look at the ba. It has 1 dot under. The ta has 2 dots on top. The tha has what? 3 dots on top. Is that okay? So now ba, ta, and tha. Is that okay? Ba, ta, and tha. T-A, ta, T-H-A, tha. Something like that. So I'll go to the next 3. That's jim, ha, and kho. Now look at the jim. It has 1 dot in between. Ha has nothing. Then kho has 1 dot on top of it. Kho has 1 on top of it. Jim, ha, kho. Jim, ha, kho. Is that okay? Then we'll go to the next one. So now the jim is like J-I-M. The ha is like ha. When you let breeze come out of your mouth, ha. Then kho kind of comes from your throat when you say kho. You understand now? So next one, dal, dhal. They also look similar. The difference is just the dot on top of the dha, right? Dal, dhal. Next one, ra, za. Ra, za. Ra, za. The dot on top is the difference again. Now we'll go to the next one, sin, shin. Now you see the 3 dots is different. Sin, shin. Sin, shin. Sin, shin. The next one, Sod, dod, sod, dod, sod, dod. The to. Next one, to, zo, to, zo, to, zo is the dot. The next one, ro, ro, ro. The ro, it comes from the throat kind of. When you put your hand, you kind of use your vocal cord to pronounce it. So when you put your hand on your throat, you kind of hear the ro, ro. The next one, fa, ko, fa, cough, fa, cough. Now you can see the fa and cough. One has one dot, the other one has two dots. The next one, kaf, lam, kaf, lam, kaf, lam. Hope you can see the difference. Then we go to the next one, mim. The next one, noon. The next one, wow. The next one, ha. And the next one, ya. Now I want you to listen to this audio as many times as possible so that you can try to like grasp it and understand. May Allah make it easy. Now we move to the next slide, inshallah. Now, so this is more like a quiz for those of you that have listened to it. You've listened to the recording very well, and you can identify those letters. So this is more like a quiz, right? So I want you to pause the video, try to identify them. Then if you are able to identify them, you can confirm your answer from me. Now I'm going to be reading all the letters in this disarranged format, inshallah. The first one, dal, sin, ta, kha, sod, ha, tha, dal, alif, goin, za, ba, shin, jim, dod, to, mim, waw, ain, ya, qaf, ha, lam, zo, noon, ra, kaf, and fa. Now, if you're able to do that, then let's proceed to the next phase. Bismillah. Now, here I want everybody to realize that we all know that Arabic letters are joined in a cursive style. So in that manner, a letter gets to join to the other letter and another letter and another letter. So it's only logical for us to understand that these letters in the beginning form, when these letters are in the middle of the word, beginning of the word and the end of the word, there is a probability that they kind of look different. So now let's look at the alif, for example. In the beginning of the word, it looks normal. In the middle, there's kind of a line drawn to it, and at the end, it's also a line joined to it, right? But the thing is that alif is a stingy letter, so it doesn't get to join to another letter, right? Let's go to the next one, ba. Now look at ba. It's kind of halved. If you look at it, it's kind of halved in such a manner that it's just like half of it from the right to the left that is being joined to the next letter in the beginning form. While in the middle form, look at ba. Look at how it looks, right? And look at ba at the end. At the end, it kind of takes a full form, but a line just comes to join to it. Now at the middle, you can look at it just like a line. A letter comes to join and a letter comes out of it, but there's a dot there signifying that this is what? This is ba. That's the same thing for ta, and that's the same thing for tha. The only difference is just the dot. Is that okay? Then we go to jim. So now look at the jim. Jim has a curve beneath it on a normal day, but due to the fact that it wants to be joined to another letter, the curve is removed. So it just goes with straight line, joins to another letter. In the middle, it looks similar to the form at the beginning, but a line comes to join it. At end, it looks in the normal form, but a line just comes to join it. The same thing for ha, the same thing for ho. Look at dal. Dal and dal are stingy letters, so they don't get to join to another letter. If you look at our previous letters, the ones in the middle, something comes to join them and they go to join another thing. But this dal, they look similar to the end, right? Because there's nothing to join, because they are stingy letters. They can only be joined to. Is that okay? Now look at the dal. You see the dal, it stands normal in the beginning, then in the middle something comes to join it, at the end something comes to join it. Same thing for dal. Now when you go to raw, now look at the raw, look at how the raw looks. So now raw in its form, in the beginning it looks natural, then in the middle something comes to join it, but it doesn't join to another one because it's a stingy letter, while at the end there's nothing to join to again because that's already the end of the word. I hope you understand. So the same thing for zain, the only thing is just the dot. Then after that we have our sin. So now our sin, if you look at it very well, our sin, it has like a curve after the letter has like a curve, so that curve is removed. So now we have the sin in the middle. You can see how it looks. Something comes to join it and something comes out. Just it's similar to the beginning, but imagine a line comes to join it at the beginning, and at the end it looks in the full and natural way. Now look at shin. Shin is the same thing with sin, just the dots. Then we have the sword. Is that okay? So now our sword also has curve that is being removed. The middle, a line comes to join, a line comes out, and at the end full. Same thing with bird because it's similar. Then our tor, look at our tor. In the beginning it looks normal, then in the middle a line comes to join, a line comes out, then in the end a line just comes to join it. Same thing with verb because they are what? They are similar. Then let's go to ayin. Now ayin here, naturally it used to have a curve in the beginning, but that curve is removed just to join. Then the form of ayin in the middle and the end now becomes different from the normal thing we know. Is that okay? So this is the new form. I want you all to look at it very well, practice it, memorize it, and study it so you can know that okay, this is how it looks, and that is how we are going to be using it in our future classes, inshallah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So now look at going. It's similar to ayin, very similar to ayin. Is that okay? The same thing, just the dot. Then look at faf and qaf, very similar. Now look at faf. It's more like halved, right? From the right it's been halved, it's not completed. The half is just going to join to the other letter. Then at the middle, look at faf. A line is coming to join it and a line is coming out. It's similar to the beginning, but just imagine a line coming to join it from the beginning. Then faf looks normally, but a line just comes to join it. Same thing as qaf. Now look at kaf. This kaf takes a different form. Now the only way you can identify kaf is when it's at the end. So the form at the end is what we know, but at the beginning this is how it looks, at the middle this is how it looks. I want you all to look at that very well. But like just imagine the one we know, how can we join that kind of kaf to another letter? Doesn't really seem joinable if you look at it very well, but let's just leave that out of it. So look at the next one, which is lam. It's being joined to another letter, right? Then in the middle a line comes to join it, then at the end it just stays. Is that okay? The next one is mim. So our mim has like a line draw down, but that draw down is being removed. It just goes straight to join the next letter. Mim. Now imagine mim in the beginning, just a line coming to join it. That's how mim in the end, in the middle is. Then the end is normal mim, but a line just coming to join it. Normal mim we know, we identify. Is that okay? Then the next one is noon. Noon at the beginning. The natural way noon looks at the beginning, right? Noon is kind of been halved also, right? Just like ba. Noon and ba, they are also similar. Inshallah we'll bring them in the similar letter section. So like look how it looks in the middle, look how it looks at the end. Look at ha also, very similar. These are very easy to identify. Look at wow in the beginning, in the middle, and in the end. Look at ya in the beginning, in the middle, and in the end. Now let's look at the similar letters. So now we brought out those similar letters, we brought them out, everything, we brought them out and put them side by side. Now so all these similar letters that are being put side by side, we now kind of categorize them into how they look in the beginning, middle, and end. Now we know that these letters are similar letters, right? They are similar letters, but can you identify these similar letters when they are in the middle? It's not that you just know that okay, they are similar, and when you see them in another kind of form, you don't get to identify them. Is that okay? So the first one is sin and shin. Is that okay? Next one is sword and dot. Next one is tor and zor. Next one is ain and roin. Next one is faf and qaf. You can see the difference, dot differences. Then when we come to the next one, you see ba, he has one dot under. Ta, he has two dots on top. Tha, he has three dots on top. Nun, he has one dot on top. Ya, he has two dots under. Now you can look at it very well. So now these letters, This is how they look in the beginning. You see that they are very similar. Ba, 1 dot under, ta, 2 dot on top, tha, 3 dot on top, noon, 1 dot on top, ya, 2 dots under. Is that okay? The next one is what? Jim, ha, and kho. 1 dot under, no dot, 1 dot on top. Is that okay? Now let's go to the next slide. Now look at it. So this is how they look in the middle. Now look at the sin, look at the shin, the sword, the bird, the ta, the va, the ain, the ain, the fa, the qaf. The next one, the ba, ta, tha, noon, and ya. The next one, the jim, ha, and kho. I want you all to study this very well. May Allah make it easy for each and every one of us. Now look at how they look at the end. Now you have the sin and the shin, the sword and the dot, the ta and the za, the ain and the ghain, the qaf and the fa, the ta. Now look at this. This is a new kind of what is newly introduced. Now when you see something like this, what we call ha, when it has 2 dots on top is ta. So naturally we call the ta, when you see 2 dots on top is ta, right? But when there is no dot, it's called ha, ha, ha. Now the ta naturally is being called rounded ta. It's called what? Rounded ta, right? But they are used in special occasions. Inshallah, we'll move forward. You're going to understand them better. While the one that this one that is here is ha, but this one is what? Is ta. Now, inshallah. Now we'll come to the next one. We are going to see. Sorry. So now we'll come to the last one. You are going to see the ba, ta, tha, noon, and what? And ya. Is that okay? And the last one is what? Jim, ha, and kho. Now, so let's go to the last slide. Now, assignment: everybody should practice the Arabic consonants. They should master the form of the Arabic letters in the beginning, middle, and end. If there is any problems, you can try to reach out, inshallah. You can send a mail to Ad-Dawwamuun@gmail.com. Inshallah, we're going to respond to you, inshallah. So I want you all to practice it. May Allah make it easy. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. As we all know, there are other courses that you might have seen